Okay, so flipping bias. I was mentioning that I want to flip my bias based off of a few things. Number one thing would be hitting my target, right? So if I hit my target, then it's time to flip the other way. This really works well for me personally because I trade the Mag 7. They're just such big tickers that they usually pay you both ways. So I will show you today, Tesla. We longed, hoping for outside day, right? So, well, honestly, first we short, then we longed, then we short again. And I will show you on the 5 what that looks like. Tesla short. So, actionable signals, right? Well, we mentioned that. This is a failed 2 up down on the day on Tesla, right? I'm below my weekly open, so I know my week is red. And I know that I have not hit my weekly target. So, weekly target is all the way down here, right? So that's what I know going into Tesla. So I see this on the day and I think to myself, great, this is a perfect short. Failed 2 up day. I can trade this shooter down. Obviously, my first target would be the daily target. So here is my first target. Great. So when Tesla opens, it opens red and it's wickless. So if you go back in some of my videos, I talk about wickless candles. They are my favorite by far. And it means, for me, this is not the strat, but for me, it means conviction, right? So wickless Tesla comes down here. The short looks like it's working, right? And it's going okay. And then we have this situation, right? So for me, I'm thinking, all right, Tesla's not going to this target. Obviously, it's still early in the day, but my contracts, I think they did like 40%. And then at this point, they're like break even. So I get out of my trade. I can always get back in. When do I flip long on Tesla? When Tesla shows me that it's flipping the day green, right? So it's changing daily continuity, which means my bearish bias is incorrect. I also see 2 down, 2 up, 15er. Okay, so I can flip green or I can flip long as long as I stay above my daily open, right? Fine. So I've already changed my bias once, right? Perfect. We hit weekly open, we flip the week green. Great. We hit ADR. Great. So I hit ADR and now I'm thinking, what am I going to do next? Is Tesla going to just blow through it, which is very plausible. I think possible is probably the right word. Very possible for Tesla. So I'm waiting to see. I'm obviously taking profit. I have some runners, whatever. Then I see this, right? This to me indicates that it may be time to flip my bias, right? I've hit my target. I'm setting up an inside 15er shooter at the hour flip. And so now I need to know what I need to do. You can totally take this trade. You really want to stay below weekly open. So for me, if I were to get in here, I would want to stay below weekly open. When I'm above weekly open, I have my stops in and I'll probably get out somewhere here, break even, right? Then Tesla goes back up. None of this is really actionable. Technically, this is 1, 2, 2 up. This would have just been a continuation. Could have gotten in. Pardon me. But at this point, my bias is unsure, right? I need to break through ADR with confidence, and then I could probably find a way to get back into a long on a 5 or a 3 or something like that. But what happens is it gives me another shooter off of ADR, right? It's wicked ADR yet again. So this is your entry, right? And actually, in hindsight, I think I did take this and then just got out break even, because this is a ideal entry as well. So here, I just need it to stay below my weekly open. If it doesn't, then what am I doing? I'm watching and I have my stops at break even. So here, boom, right? I've already flipped my bias, right? Short, long, I flipped it again, back short. Why? Because I hit a target. Where's my new target? Daily open. Okay, so we come down here. We're getting towards daily open. It's just not happening, right? And I have stops in, right, along the way. This is my ultimate target. I think I spoke about my previous video. Once this happens, right, what is this? This is an actionable signal back up. Because I'm trading weekly contracts, I can't afford to live through this, right? This is going to take all of my gains from up here. So whenever this triggers, it's a reason for me to get out. All of this, can happen again. This could have gone lower totally, but it just didn't. So flipping my bias usually is happening once a target is hit. I don't want to just willy-nilly flip around. So my options: daily open, right? Am I going to change the daily continuity because I'm a day trader? Have I hit my target? Those are usually my reasons for flipping long or short. Nvidia, right? Nvidia, perfect short in the morning. We had a similar chart, right? Failed to up. Same thing. You wanted to come all the way down here. Did that happen? No. But what did happen? We short Nvidia out the open. Come down. We have this whole rendezvous. And we start coming back up. Okay, great. Stops at break even. Whatever happens, happens. Now I realize I have flipped the daily continuity. What does that mean? That means I'm looking for a reason to get into... I'm looking for a reason to maybe change my bias, right? But what happens? I get this shooter, so I short again, right? It's like, okay, it couldn't stay above daily open. I short again. I get cooked on this short, right? But what is this also telling me? This is also telling me that I should probably flip long. So I just flip long. And this can actually work for someone who's trading shorter time frames, right? Because you're just wanting to go a few points. But yeah, all that to say, and like what happens here, at a target, we get this indication of possible downward movement. Now, don't get me wrong, you can blow through targets, but if it's going to go, it's going to go, right? So this dotted line is what I'm talking about as a target. It gives me this 215er down. So, and then goal is daily open, right? Hits daily open, can't stay below, so you got to get out of that short. It goes back up, okay? Can you trade that? Totally. Would I suggest it? Frankly, I would probably just stop trading because the day was pretty choppy across the board. But if you can't recognize that just takes time. Like I still have days where I'm trading choppy days. But ultimately, that's the reason why I'm flipping bias. Daily continuity is changing, or I've hit a target and it's giving me an actionable signal the other way, right? The signal has to be actionable. Remember that. It's important that you're trading actionable signals. This technically is actionable, right? 2-2, right? Fine. You take the trade, it doesn't work, you've got to get out. Don't hold on to losers. Actionable. 2 up, fail 2 up, 2 down, let's go, right? What's not actionable is something like this. Entering here. This is a chase. I've missed my actionable signal down here. This is a 2-2 continuation. Does it work? Sometimes it works perfectly. Would I suggest it? No, I would not suggest it, especially at this time in your trading career. But yeah, I just wanted to be super thorough about these trades. And I'm trying to find non-actionable signals. I'm so used to finding actionable. Here, not actionable. Don't enter here. Don't enter a long here. Here you can. Right? Triple bottom. Okay. If you're really wanting to long, I wouldn't long it here so far below daily open at this time of day. But ultimately, actionable signals, get used to them, start to understand them, be able to call them out, know which ones are your favorite, etc. All right.